टाइम पास, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you, live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We live at three levels. Bhagwan Shankaracharya in his most poetic composition says, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja. तीन भजी, Moodhamate, dull-witted fool. So when something is repeated, what is the reason? Once it should be enough, because we all live at three levels: at body level, at speech level, and at mind level. In that order, we go subtler and subtler. Body level living is gross. Speech level living is subtler. And mind level living is subtler than the subtlest. So if the roots are given sufficient proper nutrition, water, etc., everything, the trees, branches, leaves, fruits, everything grows well. So, as I was ordered to talk about Manache Shlok, there are 205 Manache Shlok. So don't ask me to chant. So, the first step, he tells, Mana Sajjana Bhakti Panthechi Jave. The first step in the spiritual life is we must have humility. Who is a devotee? A devotee is most irresponsible person. Why? Jo thari rahe so mari rahe. A devotee is the one who gives himself zero choice. He vile anante taishe ji rahave, chitti asudave. Confusion. Samadha. Satya hai. So, Mana Sajjana Bhakti Panthi Chizave. To whom it is told, not to others. This is one of the biggest problem. You can come and land here in the front, there is the space. If you can land, come here. So, first thing we all have to know that we have to mind our mind. Normally what happens? We tell others. See, Ramdas Swami Maharaj has told to his mind. Now, for example, I am talking to you. Now, who is the first person to hear or listen? Me. If my words do not influence me, will they influence others? See, therefore, the first step on the spiritual path is stop giving lectures to others. Swamiji, what are you doing? I heard it. You may be thinking that I am talking to you, but to be sincere and truthful, I am talking to myself. See, when the words carry the experience of the speaker and that experience touches the heart of the listener, then both of them, the speaker and the listener, they are abiding in Sadvastu, reality. If the words do not carry the meaning, it won't have any impact on the mind of the listener. See? Both are equal important. Therefore, it is necessary for us that whatever we talk, the impact of that talk must be felt, experienced by us initially. Now, like our Mahamantra, all these Mahamantras, they are born. I did not sit down and write them. They are born. The tune, the wordings, and the most important what I like is Dekho, Suno, Mat Bolo. Because how the mind expresses as words. Try to think, mind is an instrument of thoughts. So try to think with one condition. Don't use words. Think. You cannot. Therefore, wherever we go, we have certain default settings. We have to comment, something is good, something is bad. We have to advise somebody. This is how our mind is loosely taken care of by us. So when the teacher says, Mana Sajjana Bhakti Panthe Jizave, means what? We will not be able to keep our mouth shut. Then be very attentive. Thoughts are two types. Like, see, one of my spiritual practices ironing my clothes. Okay, don't give Swamiji, do more practice. No. So when the clothes are dried and if you see them, so many wrinkles, those wrinkles cover the beauty of that cloth. So what we do, we take the iron, move on that beauty which was covered by those wrinkles surfaces. It doesn't come from outside. The inherent beauty was hidden because of these wrinkles. Now you have done the plain thing, it's beautiful, but you have to keep it. So when you keep, again there will be wrinkles. So what we do, we fold it in a proper manner, and then there is also a wrinkle, but it is a crease. See, like if you see my shirt, it has a crease. So crease is also a wrinkle, and wrinkles are also wrinkles. What is the difference? Earlier wrinkles are self-cancelling, one above the other. There is no discipline, all hodgepodge. But when it is a crease, it is unidirectional, straight line. See? Therefore, beauty comes. Now, next step. Why mana sajjana bhakti panteji jave? You take any theme which is finite. You will not have thinking much. You will have worrying much more. See? I was just telling while coming to Subhaji, in US, one of my friend whom with whom I was staying, um, his children were small, going to school, 8th standard, 9th standard. As the time passed, they have finished their education and all that. I said, hey, when are they going to get married? So they said, Swamiji, if my children tell me, Dad, we are getting married, if you get time, please drop in. If they say like this, we will feel very lucky. So all the time thinking about these things, that thing. Whenever the theme is finite, you will have multiple thoughts. That is like the wrinkles on the cloth. Now take the theme infinite. What is the infinite theme? Bhagwan's name, Lord's name. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Again, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. First thought, in case of the finite theme, breeds the next thought. The second thought breeds the third thought. Whenever the theme of thinking is finite, a process of thought breeding happens. And when thought breeding happens, then a flow is formed. See, before coming, myself and Subhaji and Sumanamma, we are watching TV, Switzerland, and some rivers were flowing. That time I told him, I said, see, water has got two flows. One is unidirectional flow, and wherever there is some stone or something, there you see the roughness of the water. And what is that roughness? Next time you see that. The water is going opposite. Very short distance, maybe 1 inch or 2 inches. What is the reason? Because there is some obstacle. And smooth, steady, beautiful flow is hampered. Exactly the same way. The beauty of thoughts is when we are not carried away by the thoughts. Therefore, theme of the thought should not be finite. We can't stop thinking. So we have to have some infinite thought, infinite theme. And when we chant Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, complete in itself. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. And when we are likely to get, hey, some thought is likely to come, fire another bullet. Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Now, this is chanted only to keep the mind healthy and non sleepy. Unhealthy mind worries, and the sleepy mind is good for nothing. We have to have a healthy mind and non sleepy mind. And for that purpose, we have to work on this theme. Mana Sajjana Bhakti Pante Chidave. I saw one boy, very young boy, maybe about 8, 9, 10 years like that, in Badrinath, many years before. In that cold, he was having only one uh, gamcha type of cloth. That's it. Nothing. Very peculiar. Nobody knew where from he has come. Anybody talking to him, anything, hey, what's your name? Sri Ram. Where are you from? Sri Ram. He has no other word. Where he is staying, where he is taking food, no nothing. He will not talk. See, friends, our energy is dissipated through unwanted talking. And therefore, this technique I follow when I travel. One of the problems that I face when I travel is when people see me, they remember some questions because I am a questionable personality. So they will come and they say, Swamiji, I got a question. Now, how to deal with them? So immediately, like a terrorist takes out a gun, I take out my mala. And I tell, my guru told me, whenever you are traveling, chant Lord's name. So I cannot disobey my guru. So excuse me, I will not talk. You talk. Actually, they wanted to talk. So talking may be in their mouth, but hearing is in my ears. So I start pretending. And when the person thinks, it's a gone case, there is no point in talking to him, he keeps quiet. See, therefore, Lord's name is such a powerful theme. It will protect you from others and it will protect you from yourself. But then we are not less, we are also Mahaguru. तू देखो कौन आया Bhagwan is laughing at us. So what is the meaning of bhakti? Bhakti is not done for God. When we take food, food is not taken for food. It is taken for us, isn't it? No, no, poor food is idlis are waiting for somebody to come and eat. No, it is our need. Exactly the same way. The Lord doesn't need. We should chant His name. It is our need. And what is that need? The need is when you chant the Lord's name, you start working on your mind. So, if we have decided this, so first step, this I am telling you after I have done it for years. I am not telling you theoretically. In Vrindavan, I had done it. There was one great Mahatma, Avadhut. He was staying in some room and there are no steps to go, only with the CD you have to go. So that time I was young. I went there. He was Avadhut. And he said, very angry way, why you have come here? I said, for your darshan blessing. Where is your mala? I said, I don't have. Get out. Get mala. So I went away. And along with the bag, they call Gomukhi. In that, I got the mala. So I said, Maharaj, you get out. You leave it here. Come tomorrow and take it. Next day, I went. And he gave. And he said, put it in the that Gomukhi and chant slowly. And how to chant? Be attentive. The mala is kept in our anamika. It is supported by the thumb so that it doesn't fall down. And with the middle finger, you just pull it slowly towards yourself. So body is involved, speech is involved. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Pull one bit towards yourself. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Second time. When you do it, all three faculties are simultaneously synchronized. Body is engaged in pulling the beat towards yourself. Speech is engaged in chanting Lord's name. And mind is not running anywhere because speech is nothing but grossified mind. Do it slowly. Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Normally, what people or we do is we want to finish. We should get finished, not the mala. And for that purpose, chant the Lord's name with taste. Like we eat chocolate. How do we take Ayurvedic medicine? We take the Ayurvedic medicine. Very nice. No, we take it and gulp immediately. Do you know the principle of Ayurveda? They give you such bitter medicine to avoid the next dose. The patient says, I'm okay. Better to suffer than to take that medicine. So our chanting Lord's name is like that. And if you are a Gujarati, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, JSK, 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 Jai Shri Krishna. SMS language. So don't chant like that. Chant like we have chocolate in our mouth. When we put the chocolate, we don't take a glass of water and gulp it, but it is kept in a parking lot. And then slowly, now and then. Exactly the same way. When you chant the Lord's name with full involvement of all the three faculties, speech, hand, and mind. Each Lord's name will permeate in and through every cell of your body. Friends, such great masters, they reach Pashanti Vani. What I am talking to you is Vaikhari Vani. Then the when we talk to ourselves, it is Madhyama Vani. And Pashanti Vani is that where the thought is beginning. So all the great masters, they abide in the Pashanti Vani. And in Pashanti Vani, the thought and object indicated by the thought, they are not yet differentiated. In Vaikhari Vani, the object and the word indicating the object, they are separate. Like mala is a word in my mouth and mala is an object in my hand. This experience is called as Vaikhari Vani or waking experience. Second thing is Madhyama, where the object and the word indicating the object, both of them are thoughts. See? Like most of us do. After the lecture is over, so many people have come, but I have not prepared for so many people. Now, what is going to happen? Rasam, I think I should do, make a rasam out of the sambar, then it will be good. That is what people do. I am telling you from direct experience. So, let these three things, Vaikhari Vani, object and word separate. Madhyama Vani, both of them are only thoughts. And Vashanti Vani, thought and object, they are not yet separated. Because the wise people, the great masters, live in Pashanti Vani, when they say something, it happens. What we call Vak Siddhi. but not Johnny Walker the walk. Walk is speech. Walk siddhi ho gayi. Therefore, Mana Sajjana Bhakti Panthe Chizave is meant for working on our mind. This is at a subtle level. Now, how do we know that we are really involved in the path of devotion? You can't go and ask others. Devotion is not a makeup.com, U-turn, Y coming here and the nose. See? No. Or different types of malas. Rudraksha mala, Spatika mala, hybrid mala, Vajanti mala. No. None of them. These are all makeups. See, the real devotion is we are at peace with ourselves. How do we know whether we have taken sufficient food or not? When there is a biological onkar, what is called dakar. Oh, stomach is full. In the same manner, whether our devotion to the Lord by chanting the Lord's name is on the right track, fulfilling or not, we will be at peace with ourselves. To be a devotee and to be worried is contradiction in terms. Like a child is so confident that if I am in my mom's lap, nothing in the world can touch me. That state of our experience is attained if our japa is fulfilled. Therefore, to be devoted to the Lord and to be worried, so how to get out of it? Again, our Mahamantra, जो थारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है. ठीक है. How does it matter? A devotee is most irresponsible because he has handed over all the responsibility on the Lord. जो थारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है. हो गया. Relax. And otherwise also, what has to happen, that only happens. You may struggle. I will do this, I will do that. Relax, man, relax. So, mana sajjana bhakti pante chidave. That is at the speech level. The result is mind is at peace with ourselves. Not a gross level. As long as we consider ourselves to be body, we cannot think of God without the body. Don't become over lipstick Vedanti. You know lipstick Vedanti? Those Vedanti who have the Vedanta stuck to their lips, lipstick. No, it's extremely necessary. Once somebody asked Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi this question that, Sir, how can God take form? God is without name and form. Nirgun Nirakar. And how can you say Shiva, 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 and Shiva is like this, Shiva Linga, and Parvati and Ganeshji in the whole family? How it is possible? Wait for the God. Let him be there where you are. Who are you? You are body or you are a jiva? Of course, I am a jiva. I am living in this body. When a dumb fellow jiva like you can take the form, why not God take the form? See, friends, we must know where we are. As long as we are living in this relative world as somebody, We want an anchor. And that anchor is to whatever God you are devoted to. It's so important. And then I'll tell you one experience of mine about this. When I was in USA, so many people used to give me gods because they were fed up of keeping gods in their room. Swamiji, we have got a gift for you. One, second, third. And it became like a shop. I said, my God, what do I do? And then it so happened, one person gave me one Ganeshji, most ugly, no proper shape, and the sunda is also not beautiful. And like the kids make something out of that, that kind. And he says, Swamiji, this is for you. My, I got it exclusively for you. I said, Rama Ganesha, can't you become smart? And when I was leaving that place, going to other place, now where will I carry all those gods? So I thought, now I will take revenge. So when my departure came, like you all came here, there also, then I said, okay, prasad for everybody, all the gods. And then I tell you why I'm telling you this. Then that Ganeshji, who was the ugliest one, that I didn't feel like giving to anybody. Friends, even with our pillow, we fall in love. We will fall in love with God. It is. And therefore, we have our personal temple, our God, and do the puja every day. Not jumme ki jumme. See, every day it has to be cleanly done. I'll tell you one example. That couple, I really revere them. Old one, highly educated, retired, must be in their late 70s or early 80s. South Indian Tamilians. I go to their place for good food. So that lady, only two of them, she is so devoted, spends about 1 to 2 hours in her puja, neat and clean, everything. And then she has studied Sanskrit at age of 78 or 80. Then she has completed all the examinations of Sanskrit. Now she is perfect. Then she didn't stop there. She has taken Bhagavad Gita. Each and every word in every shloka, she analyzes. What is the root? What is the tense? What is the vibhakti? What is the plural or singular? What is the nature of that? Everything. And so dedicated and all. Full of life. So whenever I go to her house, first thing I'll go to her temple. And like a small check, see Swamiji, this, this is Vittal Rukmai, my husband was given by somebody, so I kept it. Aren't they so beautiful? Where is the time to get bored? Not worried about my son has gone there and he got married. Forget about it. You live your life. Don't get entangled with your kiddies. Do you know who are children? You have taken lot of loan from these people in the last life. You are not paid. In this life, they are coming and taking with interest. See, friends. So when you have this kind of physical proximity to the divine, slowly, slowly, you start loving them. Then you want to know Krishna, Rama, what is the story, this, that. Slowly, slowly, you become fully involved in that. See? So, physical level, we have to do this. Speech level, keep chanting Lord's name. And then we have self control. See, I am doing puja of the Lord. I should not smoke. I should not drink. I should not eat non-vegetarian. I shouldn't do that. No, no, I can't. Automatically self-control comes. Friends, when self-control is self-imposed, it is a freedom. When the control or discipline is imposed from outside, it is a bondage. So take here example. Those of you who have come on your own for satsanga, I am not talking about dinner. Those of you who have come here for satsanga on your own, you are happy and enjoying. And those of you who were tied down with a lead, chalo na. And then after every 2 minutes, Babaji is getting heated and heated because you are imposed. Friends, प्यार किया नहीं जाता, हो जाता है. Friends, when slowly you will understand this, but it has to be done by ourselves, not to others. Don't tell others. See? But what happens, the parents, they will be telling others. In somewhere outside India only it happened. A digital couple, digital couple, both of them ITs. So, so they have downloaded a child. And they have given the username and a password. Such a couple. So when I went to their house, then they were standing like electric post and telling the child, do namaskar. Now, digital child downloaded. Do you think it will listen? It will not listen. मैं नहीं करूँगा, मैं नहीं करूँगा. No, no, you have to see, Swami ji, do namaskar, do namaskar. No, no. And I am standing in the door. I said, यार मैं हाथ पैर उठा के लो क्या है? Why this was happening? They themselves will not do. They will tell the child to do. Friends, spiritual practice is not for advising others. Spiritual practice is for our own evolution. See, Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 21st verse, if I correct. यद्यद आचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तदेवेतरो जनः स यत् प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकास्तदनुवर्तते. Whatever the elders demonstrate in their life through action, that alone is followed by others for whom they are elders. And sa yat pramanam kurute. Pramana is the authority of knowledge. What kind of studies the elders are doing in the house? Ewes weekly, cows weekly, buffaloes weekly, or Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad. That alone is followed by the next. Therefore, a devotee is an ideal for others, and it can happen if he is sincerely a devotee. There is one family in New York. Every year I go there for 2.5 days. Very nice Gujarati family. That lady, there's a very rare house. Husband is doctor, wife takes care of the office. 2 sons, both of them doctors. Their daughter-in-law, they are also doctors. The whole family is doctor. And she is so sincerely, devotedly busy in her puja poti. She doesn't talk to anything on any topic. All the time she is doing puja, etc. All the work at home, there are no servants as usual. She has never told anybody, you come and do this. No, no, she is doing herself. As a result, her husband will be making fun, but before going to the office, He will go and to the temple, do namaskar and go. The two sons who became doctors, they will never leave the home without completing one Gayatri Mala. Yadyad acharati sreshtaha. She doesn't impose on, but she is demonstrating in our life. See, friends, unlike in Australia, in USA, if I am his friend, I come to his house. None of his people from his house even say hello to me. That is America. See, here it is not that virus has not come here, thank God. Therefore, we are leading our spiritual life for ourselves. So one day I said, Amma, you have trained your people. So, no, I don't tell. I do myself. If they come, that is their choice. And I don't claim that they are coming because I told. No, I don't tell anything, anybody. That is spiritual life. So, yadyadacharati sreshtaha tatta devetaro janaha. Itare janaha, they will follow the same thing. Therefore, mana sajjana bhakti panthe chizave, the devotion must ooze out of us in the form of understanding, love, silence, peace, and like a magnet, it has a um, magnetic circle around it. When any iron piece goes nearer to that magnet, and if it is included in that magnetic circle, it is pulled. See? Sarvani bhutani enam samvanchanti, Upanishad says. See? All people like him. Everybody likes him or her. If the Lord is expressing in the heart of the devotee, or in other words, a devotee is the one through whom only the Lord expresses. The purpose of our life is we should be such a fit instrument that he will choose us. Don't run after him. See how important it is. Like when I come to Sydney, I know which is the place, which is the person with whom I will be able to get the things done. So I straight away go to 62 Bombay Street. He has never called me. I have pakdo him. He has never called me. In the same manner, don't call him. He will come and pakdo you if you are fit. See, friends, Kabirji Maharaj says, I don't run after Rama. Ram runs after me, Kabir, Kabir, Kabir. I am there only. See, my friends. Therefore, real spiritual practice is we delete smalli.com. Raman Maharshi Bhagavan says, Ahaminasha bhaji aham aham taya spurati vrut swayam paramapurna sat. When this small aham, nasha bhaji, make a bhaji of that small aham. When that small aham disappears, then paramapurna sat, the infinite reality expresses. Therefore, what Ramdas Swami has said, we should be such an instrument through which Rama will express. Mana sajjana bhakti panthe chidave. Tari Sri Hari pavijeto swabhave. Then the Sri Hari Bhagavan will express through us. Don't seek God. He should seek us. See, a simple example. This mic is between you and me. What are the conditions? This mic is fit. It has no its own agenda. You must have seen sometimes the mics have their own agenda. The electronic onkar. Sometimes the mic will be clearing its own throat. We'll remove that mic. Exactly the same way. If we have no agenda of ours, oh Lord, thy will be done. Let him express through us. And he can express through us only if he has chosen us. We are free. We are available. We are capable. we are relaxed. This is devotion. External things are okay to some extent. They are required. Like, we put on this funny kind of dress. Swamiji, why you people put on like this dress? I said, okay, tomorrow onwards I will not put any dress. No, 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 not that way. But why this particular dress? I said, if on a traffic post, if somebody, a police officer, is standing with the lungi and a bidi in the mouth, and he tries to control the traffic, will anybody listen to him? By our dress, we declare. So nobody comes and asks me, excuse me, I got a daughter, will you like to get married? Nobody will ask me. Arey Babaji, isko chodo. Friends, for everything we require a uniform. For Babaji, don't you require? You do require. Therefore, when we declare that our life is only for one purpose, then let him express through us. He told me his tragedy. He doesn't have body, so he's searching for a body. He doesn't have hands, he's searching for the hands. Our hands are busy in selfish activities. Our speech is busy in self glorification and condemning others. Our mind is busy in all crooked thinking. How can he enter? If he has to enter, we have to empty ourselves. See? When you people go anywhere, suitcase you try to fill in. Any suitcase in the world you take, it is always small. Because you go daba, daba. And ultimately, kya kar raha hai? Make space. How can you make space? Space cannot be created. Then remove something. Therefore, friends, if we are following devotion, then slowly we will empty ourselves of this small little I. And what is the small little I? Small little I does not have the past. Infinite I is without dimension. And small little I is created with reference to past. I was here, I was there. I had done. Who asked you our Mahamantra? So if we are following Ramdas Swami's description, then try these few things. First of all, do not talk about your past, particularly oldies I am referring like me. See, nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. If I have got peanuts in my pocket, can I distribute chocolates? So all the time I'll be talking, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन तुम भी जाओ. Be friends. Because past belonged to body, not to you. Body was there, childhood body. Now that body is not, but you are still there. So you didn't have the past. When you take this one simple step in your life, you have taken a big leap on the spiritual path. Then slowly you will understand we start living in the present. And to live in the present, this japa technique. Now, in the japa technique, what we have to do? First of all, we have to be convinced that japa, Lord's name, is taken to work on the mind. That is the purpose. Like why we take food? For satiation of hunger. If that is not attained, then it is not food. Similarly, what is the purpose that we are chanting the Lord's name? Now be attentive. Every word is finite and silence is infinite. So we start with the finite and end up in the infinite. So First of all, we do the japa, complete mala. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Anything you do fast, mechanically, you lose interest in that. Anything you do mechanically. When your devotion, when your puja, when your chanting becomes mechanical, you will lose interest. Then we have to break this, our japa becoming mechanical. Then what is to be done? Then chant. After you finish your mala, whatever is your daily routine, finish it. Then now start working straight away. Like for example, let us say you chant for only 3 times. Loudly you chant when you are alone, not now. I will just demonstrate to you. So we chant, let us say 3 times. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Ram. Again, Sri Ram, Ram. Now, in this uh, practice, when you are chanting, let us say, just example, 3 times, in between the two Sri Ram, no dissimilar thought should enter, and followed by a long silence. So, our attention is more on the silence than on the sound. And thereafter, extend the width of the silence. Now, see what exactly is happening in you. Because Lord is complete in everything, there is no additional thought required to be erupted after Sri Ram. Now, instead of that, if you take a finite theme, चाय बनानी है, चाय बनानी है, कितने लोग आएंगे बनाने? चीनी है कि नहीं? One after another thoughts will come. And the practice should lead to extend the silence as much as you can. And once you get the knack of it, any moment you can switch off the mind, you can switch on the mind. No efforts are involved. And yet, we are fully available in the world, and yet we are completely out of the world. Like if you take into the swimming pool and put oil on your body and jump into it, you will be in the water, but water won't touch you. Exactly the same way. We will be in this world very much like anybody, most average person. Nobody should suspect us that we are walking spiritual path. Spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. देविली अनंते तैशे ची रहावे तो मना सज्जना भक्ति पंथे जिजावे तरी पाविदे श्री हरि. Then जनी निंद्यते सर्व सोडून द्यावे. Do not become a black sheep in a white flock. We all have to lead a life in a society. Otherwise, we become a problem for ourselves. Jani nindate sarva sodu. Whatever is not accepted in the society where we live, avoid that. Don't do it. And jani vandate sarva bhave karave. Wherever we are, whatever we are, be 100%. Freedom is different from licentiousness. Freedom doesn't mean we lead a licentious life. No. Like in USA, freedom is licentiousness. In one of the schools, my friend's daughter or somebody was going. So we went to pick her up by the car. I said, where? He says, how do you come? I'll show my daughter's school. We went. And then I was seeing the notice boards and all that. Could you believe what was the notice? Put on your pant in such a manner that your underwear should not be seen. In a school notice board. You can put on anything you like. Freedom. No, it's not the way. Like here we have got, the children have got school uniform. They don't have uniform. Half head will be full lush hair. Half will be complete shave. So when you look like this, what kind of funny? No, it is freedom. It is not freedom. See? Therefore, we must not give freedom to ourselves beyond limits. It must be guarded freedom. And guarded freedom can come when we have got something higher to seek in our life. Like, for example, somebody wants to maintain the figure. What is an example? What is that? 36, 24, 36. If somebody wants to maintain that figure, one has to calculate the calories, do the exercise, what I should eat, what I should not eat. Then only it is possible. See? But the one who is 62, 62, 62, drum, I don't know why my figure is getting. So, to achieve anything in life, we require discipline. Without discipline, it is not possible. And the root of the discipline is the mind. If we have disciplined our mind, everything is controlled. And for that, we told this is the highest spiritual practice. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. See, hear, no comments. But when this habit of unwanted talking, even if somebody wants or not, it becomes so deep, and then we can't control. Like when the vomit comes, moli do abhi. See? I should not say, but our neighbor's daughter-in-law is better than our daughter-in-law. Are Maharani, when you know I should not say, why don't you keep your mouth shut? The most important thing. And for that other mantra is, who asked you? Nobody has asked us. But we keep on talking. Therefore, real spiritual practice, according to Samartha Ramdas Swami, is Manache Shlo, work on your mind. There are 205 of them. So, first shloka I told you, remaining 204, he will tell you. He is so happy, he is going to tell. Now you suffer. If you are at peace with yourself, you are at peace with the whole world. Then you don't require any struggle in life. then life is lived through us. But when we want to prove something, suffer. Give it a try and be happy. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः